Many years ago, a strange comet appeared in the sky. It struck the Earth, and out of the crater crawled a child. From nearby woods came a mysterious and enchanted people. They took the boy as their own and taught him the ways of the forest. But soon, it was time for him to leave. An hour later, he was bitten by a monkey. As he tried to fight the effects of the monkey venom, he lost his footing and stumbled into a swamp of toxic waste. When he emerged, he had gained special powers. From that moment on, he was able to fight off the most ferocious monkey attack and do kung fu. Armed with his new skills, he spent his time fighting the forces of evil. Many came to destroy him, but he could not be defeated. So they hit him with a car. Left for dead, scientists took his body to a secret lab and rebuilt him using old fridge parts. He promptly escaped and disappeared underground. His whereabouts remained unknown. That is, until now. Please welcome radioactive kung fu fridge boy and monkey slayer, Ross Noble.
Hello there, how are you? Well? Yeah. Yay! Brilliant. What about you lot right up the top? You all right? That was brilliant. You all went, yay! And I just detected one woman down there just went, yes, thanks. That's fantastic. How gloriously theatre crowd is that? Yes, thanks. Well, I'm very well indeed. Would you like to see my medical records? Excellent. Was that you, madam, over there? Posh lady? Oh, you're not posh? I wasn't even pointing to you. That's what I like to see. Fantastic. A very defensive common woman sat down there. I'm not posh! Leave me alone! I'm the most common woman you'll ever meet in your life. Look at me, I was selling flowers outside before the show started. Wandering around the streets, flogging Lucky Heather and stuff. It's quite all right. You are very defensive. I'm not posh! Just leave me alone. Everything's fine. No, I'm sure it was the woman behind you there. It leads me to believe you might be the poshest woman alive. And they're going, I'm not posh. Leave me alone. How dare you? I'm ever so common. And we'll just look down like that and you're actually riding a little pony. Like that. It'd have to be a Shetland pony, obviously, you know, to get the... Otherwise, the people behind you'd be really pissed off, wouldn't they? Excuse me, could you just get out of the way? You know, and you'd just be sat there like that. That's always a giveaway when you walk out and there's somebody just sat there, just slowly, just oscillating gently like that. You know, you look down, usually they're holding onto reins like that, you know. Either that or they've rigged up some sort of odd pneumatic system like that, and their friend is pumping away on a little thing like that, forcing them to just gently rise and fall. just to deliberately irritate the people behind him, you know. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? If you went out to shows and just like your entire outfit was just a way of annoying people. That'd be quite, you know, just get like a haircut that kind of like a massive haircut like that, but like ravel it all up like that into a tiny little bun, and then have like a little quick release system. So you just slowly, and it just, you know, just bigger and bigger. People going, Jesus, that haircut's growing like that. And you could just keep releasing more and more. Like a little pulley system, just like that, just letting it out, and then it just gets bigger. And it would really piss the people off next to you, because it would actually land in their laps as well, like that. And they'd be trying to eat the Maltesers through it all. And then you could stand up and go to the interval, and you'd be dragging people with you, like that. Like a kind of a hair care-based trawler system. That'd be quite a good way of dispatching ruffians that you didn't particularly like. You could just and then trawl them out. Excellent. I'm going to implement that. It's a shame this is the last night, really, of me run, isn't it? Otherwise, I could have employed you. You could have got on your phone to your dad and gone, Father, I'd like a pulley system and a massive haircut. So are you a common lad, or are you very posh? Which one would you go for there? Yes, I am talking to you. Fantastic. That was brilliant. Are you talking to me like that? Okay, you were responding there, or were you reading from the script of Taxi Driver? Are you talking to me? The poshest nutter ever. Excuse me. Because you're a really shit drama student, you're having quite a... Are you talking to me? Would it be all right if I changed talking to conversing? Would that be fine? That'd be excellent. They should do like a period costume drama, Taxi Driver, with a big top hat on like that, and just a silver cane, and him standing there in a beautiful gilt-edged mirror like that, just going, excuse me, dear sir, but are you conversing with myself? Not really. So, yeah. No, yes, you. Yeah, sorry. What's your name? Rochelle? Rochelle? You're the poshest woman on earth. Rochelle? Is it genuinely Rochelle, or were you just trying to think of something really posh, and you just went, oh, what's posh? Ambassador's Functions, Ferrero Rocher, Rochelle. That's it! That's it! You can tell somebody really common, because Ferrero Rocher is like the poshest thing in that, like, you know, Rochelle, yes, that's me. Oh, Ambassador, with these Rochelles you are spoiling me, you know. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see him come out like that and a really dowdy-do. Oh, Ambassador, with these pickled eggs you are spoiling. They really are quite tart. It has to be said. There's loads of people shoving. But it'd be very hard to balance pickled eggs in the triangular formation, wouldn't it? You know, Rochers are almost designed for it, aren't they? I think they have a special sort of non-stick kind of... Oh, no, a stick surface. Non-stick, they'd be off, but a special sticky surface so that you can get them in a pyramid formation like that. Well, pickled eggs, you just... Well, any sort of peeled egg is always... It doesn't have a lot of purchase, does it? You know, not that that's an important thing for an egg to have, you know. It's not like you're going to require it in some sort of mountain climbing scenario. You're just going up the face of K2 like that, and you just, oh, I've run out of crampons and little those things. One of those things, you know, like when you're climbing and you have like a wire thing, and then they go like that, and look, one bloke out there, and you're like just going, oh, didn't realise it was a mountaineering quiz. Anyway, it doesn't take long to run out of crampons, does it? Because you only have two, don't you? One on each foot. Sorry, mate, what are they called?
Friends.
Friends?
Yep.
Friends? Is that what they call... What? Or are all your friends made of wire? We haven't got a rogue nutter in tonight like that. It's just, are you just sat there and all the seats next to you are just coat hanger people? You've got another. You've just rigged up like strings over the top of the balcony there, and you just. Hey, Mr. Wire Man, do you want to get some peanuts at the bar? With your wire puppetry. Is that what they're called? Friends?
Yes.
Yes, they are. Yes, I am the all-seeing oracle of mountaineering. Yes, I have spoken, and therefore there must be no more. There must be no more conversing. Are you conversing with me? Are you? I don't see anyone else here who has the privilege of our company. Somebody else to enjoy the merriment of such a fine day. I don't see anyone else here. Friend, really? Is that are you a mountaineering sort of man?
Used to be.
Used to be. Oh, that's a slight touch of sadness about that. I used to be. You're not sat there all in plaster. Used to be. Not anymore. All my friends are coat hangers now. That's because if I get an itch inside the plaster, could you help me with that? Thanks very much. You've itched me up a treat. Now I've only got to have some pipe cleaner children and my life is complete. What made you give up mountaineering?
Beer.
What?
I got too drunk.
Beer and getting too drunk. Was that like in between excursions or excursions? Surely expedition would be more an appropriate word to use. I was thinking of going on a mountaineering excursion. Yes. Yes, we'll climb Everest, but we'll do it with a couple of fat bus drivers from Leeds. Don't you worry, son. This is the most popular excursion. Climbing the north face of Everest. We take pensioners up there all the time. There's a lovely gift shop up the top. Doesn't sell much, mainly snow. But, what, you became a mad alcoholic and all your friends became coat hangers and you just stopped you stopped that there?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. I'm sensing you don't really want to talk to me tonight. Yeah, something like that. I could have made up any old bollocks and you would have agreed to it. I could have gone, oh, what, you were mountaineering, but then you just thought, I really want to be an ornamental clog maker. I want to run away to Holland and I want to get the finest chisels in all the land and make a beautiful pair of clogs, but not just any pair of clogs, a pair of clogs with a spirit level in the end, so that I could always stand properly, even on cobbles and difficult surfaces. And the kings and queens of the world will rejoice and they will say, there goes the greatest clog maker in the world, and I'll be invited to the court and the ambassador will come and we will have pickled eggs and everything will be amazing. Is that right? Yeah, pretty much. Anything you want, yeah. I'm not really bothered. So, anyway, no, seriously, go on, what did you... look, I've got to point out, right, at this stage, I'm not taking a piss, right? I just want to get to know people, I just want to, have a little bit of a chat. Seriously, I don't want to take a piss, because you've got to be very careful, because I like to meet people and have a bit of a chat. But honestly, I was taking a piss with somebody recently, like I was, there was this bloke, I was like, hey, like that, and he was like, whoa. I was like, hey, like that, and I almost got stabbed. Yeah, seriously, I almost got a like that, just because I was having a bit of a joke, and he took it the wrong way. And, I mean, it wasn't actually at a show. It was actually a drug dealer, and I was in an alleyway at the time, But it sort of kicked off. I thought of something funny to say, and he was quite clearly a very dangerous man, and But I was torn because I was thinking, this is hilarious. I might die, and that's a little. You know? I think if you think of something funny to say and don't say it for any particular reason, you just think, oh, I better not say it. That's like the worst thing, you know, that's like the worst crime you can, other than murder, that's probably a bit worse, but, you know, I think doing that is a bit like having laser eyes, like laser vision, woo! And then only ever using it to heat soup. You know what I mean? It's like a waste, you know. There's a child in trouble, quickly! Hang on a second. Woo! I've got some lovely lobster bisque on the go. Yeah, you see, I said lobster bisque just to see how posh you were. Yeah, just in case you went, that's an excellent soup. My favourite of all the bisques. I eat nothing but lobster. So, what's your name, lovely lady? Go on. Did you tell me before you go on? What? Rochelle, that's right. Yeah, sorry, I forgot the little. Yeah. What? She's from Bradford. There's posh people in Bradford. Look at her going, no, there isn't. There's nothing there. There's one shop. You're from Bradford. Do you live in London now? Well, there you go. Poshness. Sorry, Rochelle. So what do you do for a living then? What's your thing? Excellent. Well, like that. I was imagining some sort of scroll to be produced like that. Well, it has been decreed that I very much work in the industry. Sorry, go on, what? You're a nanny. What? A nanny. At the moment, you're a nanny. You said that quite quickly, and it was a bit, a moment, a nanny. Woman and knee. I thought you were doing some weird ceremony, some sort of woman and knee. Oh, man and knee, like a demon starts rising up. Oh, man and knee, oh, money. Great way of getting out of, talking to me, isn't it? Like that. Oh, shit. Noble seems to be paying a little bit too much attention to me. If only I was able to summon up a demon, that would make him go, eh? I'm in a moment, I'm in a knee. I'm in a minute, I'm in a You have summoned me up. What evil work must you want me to do? Could you just get him to leave me alone? Bit of a shit request, isn't it? Don't you want me to release the fires of hell from my mouth and use my huge claws and my hoofed legs to kick people in the face and destroy everything? Not really, no. It's quite like this Geordie bloke to talk to somebody else, if that's possible. Oh, all right then. The least frightening demon in the world. For some reason, he's Blakey from On the Buses. You're gonna burn in the eternal fires of hell. Come on, stand around here, couple of birds. No, they are demons as well. Sorry, go on. What you were telling me about? You're a nanny. Who do you nanny for? You what? You don't think? It's a good point. If you didn't hear that, you went, I don't think you'll know them. You never know. I might have been following you. As is my want of an afternoon, What'll I do today? I might follow some nannies. Yeah, brilliant. Have you got a proper outfit, Mary Poppins style? Is that the way you have to... You have to go to a special nanny school. Right then, you have to do this. Right. Any questions? Yes, if I was to dance with penguins, what would be the best dance to do? Just see what happens. If you could befriend a chimney sweep, that's always helpful. It's always nice to, make sure all your friends can do this. That's pretty much what it is. Look at you. Hey! You're easily pleased, aren't you? I just go, hey! Oh, for God's sake. You must be fantastic when you go to athletics events. I mean, if you're impressed with some scruffy Geordie bloke going, you go, look at the athletic prowess that man possesses. You know, seeing somebody doing the old Frosby flop, you know, you're like, yes! You just explode, like you can't even... Be much better if you went to the athletics and somebody actually did the high jump like that. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Because there's just the leap, like the straddle leap, I believe it's called, and then there's the old, you know, the old over and way like that, the flop. And but it'd be better if somebody actually, you know, thought, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna make high jumping a bit more comical. You know? And here comes the Cockney entrant, limbering up. That's not the pole, that's his sweeping brush. Here he is, limbering up on the start. It's really hard to do it the other way. I can't... Do you ever have those moments where you just go, what the fuck am I doing? Look up and see you lot just going, have you quite finished? Could be worse. I could be doing it in like a really trendy skate park. All the kids are trying to do that. I'm an extreme sweeper! Some sort of late night event on Channel 5. Hi, join us now with Extreme Sports. We've got chimney sweeps coming up at midnight. They're all there getting ready in like Kevlar top hats. Excellent. You lot are looking quite frightened actually down the front. Just going, all right, Noble, just calm down. Stop with your bloody leaping. That'll be no way to... I'm out of breath now, look. Jesus, I don't know how they do it, them chirpy Cockney bastards. Dick Van Dyke must have been some sort of Adonis. How the hell did he keep that going for 2 hours with, you know, and singing to all them little birds and everything? You know, hey, here's a spoonful of sugar, helps the medicine go down. Amphetamines, that's what helps the medicine go down. That's how he did all that for 2 hours, you know. Mary, just a tiny little bit of speed helps. Dick Van Dyke go, Dick Van Dyke go. They edited that from the film. It's on the DVD, if you, you know. It's just Dick Van Dyke in a mad, drug-fueled frenzy. It's going, come on, Mary, come on, let's do it, come on! Come on, let's find some penguins, come on! That'd be brilliant! Come on, we'll dance with them and everything, it'll be brilliant, come on! All right, Dick, calm down. Jiminy, I'm not bad, come on, let's go! Jesus Christ. I can't believe her. Dun, 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 dun. So go on, who do you nanny for? What's the... Sorry, I sometimes kind of, my mind tends to wander a little, but I do. But it doesn't just wander, it completely fucks off on its own, to be honest. Yeah, it actually goes on a short rambling holiday. Yeah, it just goes off, you know, it buys a credit card. It buys a credit card. Buys a caravan, I was going to say, on my credit card. No, it buys a credit card. That's how we see that. I was talking about my mind wandering, and it wandered while I was wandering off. You know, that's wrong. That's like, you know, I was actually, and then I was like a tangent on a tangent, and then my mind disappeared there. It's all very confusing. If at any point your ears should start to bleed, just take a moment and go, hang on a second. He's actually deviating within the sentence. So, oh dear me, so... Yeah, no, is it a nice little family? Don't think I've forgotten about the drug dealer in the alleyway either. I'll get back to him. You know, it's like the circle of life that Elton John sang about, you know. it's not actually, it's nothing like that. The circle of life is like a Geordie blow, attempting to tell people about something, but then he doesn't, and he tells them about something else, and then something else on top of that, but then he said he'll get back to what he was originally talking about, and that's the circle of life. Yes, we... And all the antelopes in the background like that. How do we dance to this bit? The circle of life. I don't play piano. As you can probably tell. That might not be a piano, that might be Elton John just fighting off a couple of angry midgets. That's a circle of life. Quickly, quickly, I'm being attacked by midgets. There's a wheel of forget. Come on here, there's a wheel. Quickly, get me help. I can't fight them off much longer. My arms are growing tired, and the song's nearly finished. You owe us money, Elton. Give us the money. That's a circle of life. I don't know why Elton John would be involved in midget-based friction, but you never know. Probably hired them for his tour, you know. Probably just, you know, we'll need a couple of midgets, right? Yep, no problem, get them. No problem, spend the money on flowers and midgets. I just don't care. As much money as you want. Oh, God, there's a Saturday night TV show if ever I saw one there. Imagine that, just turn on the telly, 6 o'clock Saturday night. It's live, Elton John fighting midgets. The circle of life. While he sings his popular hits. You could be in charge of the midgets. You could be head midget nanny. Look at you lot just going, you've gone a bit weird, to be honest, no? That's a bit, I like that, when you're, oh God, imagine if the lights came on and you were all midgets. I can't believe he's saying this. If you hadn't actually folded the chairs down, you're all standing up like that. How annoying would that be? I mean, if I came on, right, and I didn't even realise I'd got a standing ovation as I came on. I'm just going, all right, hello there, and you all go, we're on our feet. Oh, I didn't realise. Like that, especially when you started gently oscillating on your pony. Oh, they'd have to wear stilts behind you, wouldn't they? Like that. Yes, they would. Because they're only little. Like that. Circus-based. Or have a cannon with a midget in there, facing straight up in the air. And as soon as I start saying something, fire me out now! Pow, pow! Well, hey! Oh, right, I can see. And then you'll be back down again. I've not really thought that through, to be perfectly honest with you. All you'd get is a very fleeting kind of, oh, that's it. And then that would be no good for the rest of the show. You'd just have a bruised up little fella lying on the floor going, I don't think that was the best idea we've ever thought of. We should have used a trampoline. It would have saved us on the gunpowder. And would have had the necessary height. You're doing it again, look at you. I like that look, I like that kind of... I'll tell you what that looks like to me, right, when you do that, that kind of slightly confused, but at the same time, a little bit scared, that kind of... It looks to me like somebody that has just received a phone call to say they've won a competition to lick the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama, you say? Hang on a second, I never entered that competition. See, there's a little bit of anger just after there at being duped. I reckon he'd let you, personally. You know, he's the most chilled out Buddhist man on earth. If you went up to the Dalai and went, excuse me, is it all right if I give you a bit of a licking? You know, he'd probably go, yes, of course it is. Because that's how he talks, the Dalai. He's quite camp. Hello there. I'm the Dalai Lama. I'd like to talk to you about Buddhism. And disco! Yes, of course you can. Go on, give me a good licking. Go on. Thanks very much, Dalai. That's it, go on, lick me, lick me. Lick me like the holy bitch I am. Come on. See the way I did that? Just gently, just a little. Like that. Don't take the piss. Don't start. Or a couple of Buddhist bouncers will just move in. Okay, step away from the Dalai. Step away. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I'm licking the holiest man on earth. No, stop it. You're hurting me. Salty. Don't do that. Don't shout. Salty. Under any circumstances. Unless, of course, you're on a guided tour of a salt mine, you know, in which case that's the right thing to do, you know. Salty! Well, they're obviously enjoying it today. Give them a few extra minutes in the salty alcove. Yeah. How do I sign up for this competition exactly? It sounds great. That's the sort of thing that British Telecom ring me up with when I'm trying to sleep. You know, usually about lunchtime I get a phone call. Hello there, this is British Telecom. We'd like to offer you the new Lick the Dalai Lama service. I don't need it, leave me alone. You know, do you get that? Do you get that kind of just unnecessary kind of... I'm sure that British Telecom just sit in a room, get pissed and think of new schemes to flog people. Just, you know, oh, right, what are we doing today? I'll ring Noble. This will be a laugh, right. Hello there, this is British Telecom. I was just wondering, would you be interested in our new Friends and Pets service? That would be me looking at the thing. Yeah, what is it? I'm confused, hang on a second. I've rung myself there, haven't I? Hello there. Yes, what? Hello? I mean, hello. I've just got two phones. Hello. How are you? Would you like a Friends and Pet service? I don't know what it is. You're a bit mental, aren't you? Yes, I just like to stand on my own and talk to myself and pretend I've got a telephone beard. No, it's just bollocks, isn't it? What's the Friends and Pet service? Well, what it is, you know when you open the front door and, like, your pets run out into the street and die, right? Well, what we do is, when you're about to leave the house, we ring your phone and the pets, they look round like that, and then you get out the door. And they don't die. 17 pence a day. Random numbers, that's what I like about British. It's only 17 pence a day, and you just go, I don't care, just say it's like £1.70 every 10 days. Don't tell me 17 pence a day, and they're trying to quit. They go, yeah, that's about the same price as if you were to buy like a pack of cup of soups and then only use one. That's how much you go. I know how much 17 pence is. I'm not an idiot. Well, no, let me rephrase it. Imagine you went to a supermarket and there was some beans that had been dented and they'd been put in a special all-item 7... I know how much 17 pence is! No, just calm down, calm down. 17 pence, that's... If you imagine 17 pounds, right, and then divide... Stop telling me how much 17 pence is! It's the price of 17 really bad prostitutes. Leave me alone! What was I on about? Oh, that's right, I was asking you about your nannying. Go on, so what sort of family is it you've got there? 2 boys. A mum and a stepdad, but you're only in charge of the 2 boys, obviously. It's not like a very elderly couple that have got like a mum and a stepdad and the kids as well, and you have to look after all of them. And the dad dresses up as a big baby, like that. And you go, oh, I need some rusks. And you're going, I think you're taking the piss out of me, to be honest with you. And all the kids, right little bastards? They're lovely. Is your boss with you tonight? I'm sensing they might be, somewhere, probably in a box. Go on, just be very careful what you say. So, and are they really posh kids that do all, like, piano lessons and... No? Lightsabers? You teach them lightsabers? Wow, you're a Jedi nanny. That's fantastic. That must be really good for getting them to do their homework. They go, we don't want to do our homework. You will do your homework. Yes, we will do our homework. And then you will go to bed. Yes, we'll go to bed. Yes. And you just go off like that. Do you ever dress up as Darth Vader and come in the night? I will destroy you. Does the stepdad ever go, I'm your father? And they go, no, you're not. Does that ever? Have they ever accidentally chopped your hand off? Look, you can really tell the Star Wars fans in, can't you? Going, oh, yes, nice reference. Some of you just going, we've got no idea what you're on about, to be perfectly honest. How many people haven't seen Star Wars? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. What? Somebody down there just went, no one. Like that. You're a very, very committed fan. No one. That's just madness. The very idea of somebody not seeing Star Wars, that's simply ridiculous. I mean, what, are you Amish or something? I mean, have you had your eyes blinded? Has somebody stuck a spear in your face and you were unable to see it? Surely it is the law. Or is that Queen Amidala sat down there? Everyone has seen it. Oh, not so many of you seen episode 1. Interesting. The fuck's Queen Amidala? Have you ever had to dress up as Queen Amidala? Sorry, this isn't a pervy thing. I know you're sort of going, Jesus, no, but back off. Have they ever made you do that with the two little... No. Somebody finding that hilarious up there. Do you work on a makeup counter? And I just went, those two little... He's a fool. No, because for those of you that haven't seen episode 1, there's this, one of the costumes that Queen Amidala wears is she has like this white face like that, and then she has 2 little sort of red dots on there like that, and she sort of, and her hair's parted in the middle. And I don't want to ruin the film for you, but if you remember Wurzel Gummidge, she's a dead spit for Aunt Sally from Wurzel Gummidge, which really put me off that film. Everyone was going, it's not as good as the original, and I was just thinking, oh, it's Aunt Sally, you know. I was expecting, you know, Anakin to come in and go, I was going to put my Jedi head on today. I was thinking of fighting some Dark Lords of Sith. Is that close to Gummidge? No. You know what? There's nothing like a half-arsed round of applause, is there? There's nothing I like more than about 4 people going, and everyone else just going, oh, shit. Oh, shit, we're gonna have to join in. Oh, no, it's fine. They're just clapping on their own. Oh, God, no, I've done it again. Turning up to shows and going, yeah! Oh, no. You know what it sounds like? That kind of just, that one kind of, it sounds a bit like just some like kind of slightly arthritic German Oompa dancers. You know, the ones that... like that, but Hans, I'm not feeling very well. I don't think that I'm able to slap in the way that I would like to. Come on, it is fine, Gustav. I feel that you still have some slapping left in you. You really are quite very, very German, aren't you? Yes, I am. And you went a little bit camp like the Dalai Lama, didn't you? Yes, I did. I tell you what, Gustav, I very much like wearing the lederhosen. It makes me feel so free. Oh, are you like an old man now, eh? Yes, I am. Oh, yes. That's Derek Geiler from Please Sir there, wasn't it? Oh, yes. Oh, Gustav, I would like to clap and do the slapping dance. But I simply do not have the energy. Now I'm down, I'm quite comfy, I don't mind telling you. Imagine if I had just genuinely been paralysed from the neck down and I'd just done that as a way of covering it up. Jesus. Nobody needs to know. Getting off stage would probably be a bit of a problem. It's Christopher Reeve, the musical. What? Oh, come on. Oh, behave yourselves. I'm only joking. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's... Oh. Or you just... the dancers would be great. Please just stop me if I go too far at any point. Oh, I can't believe I've actually licked quite a lot of the stage there. Imagine that's some bizarre charity challenge. What's he doing? He's attempting to lick an entire West End stage. God, that'd take some explaining, wouldn't it? Going to the doctors. I think I've got stage poisoning. I think I've actually licked the entire stage. I've licked hundreds of years of showbiz tradition off of the stage, and me doctor'd just be going, "You're a freak, get out." I wouldn't go. To be honest with you, I could actually be paralysed from the neck down and I wouldn't go and see my doctor. I'm that sort of person, you know. Not that I don't want to bother him, he's a twat. No, he is. My doctor is the biggest twat on the face of the planet, right? I hate it. He does, right, this is... I got this ear infection, right? It's appalling, right? I got this... What happened was, both my ears got completely infected, right? I was in this hotel, right? And I threw back the quilt like that, and I stood up. Now, I'm naked. I like to sleep naked, you know. I'm not ashamed of it, you know. I'm a man of the world. You know, I put my pants on the side, and I stood up. Like, I'm giving you unnecessary information at this stage. I feel I'm sharing a little bit too much, you know. I like to stand completely naked in front of a mirror, looking at my beautiful... Beautiful what? You'll never know. That was like some question on blankety blank, wasn't it? Staring at his beautiful blank or blank. Don't know. But no, I got this ear infection, shocking it was, right? And I stood up like that. And because both the ear canals were knackered, I'd lost my balance, but I didn't realise until I actually stood up. And I found myself just going, whoa, which way's up, right? Which would have been fine if I'd gone back onto the bed, but I didn't. I was literally, my entire body was out of control. And I just went, ah! Across the room and charged naked into my television, right? Seriously, 1 minute I'm in the bed and I just went, whoa, whoa! Like that. You know, which would have been fine, right? But the maid came in just at that moment to see a naked man fly out of his bed. Like I'd gone, better hump the television. Like that, you know. I mean, what do? You're going, you took your time. Look at the state of this television. It hasn't been cleaned in weeks. Look at it. The static electricity is so bad. I was lying in the bed. The quilt was off. Woof! I felt my pubes twitching. The next thing I know, I'm being dragged across the room. No! And I was forced to hump the television. I know Play Days is on, but don't hold that against me, you know. Luckily, it was on one of those revolve things like that, and I was able to just turn round and cover my modesty, you know. I mean, she left straight away. I didn't, like, let her clean the room and me just... Because you get them cups. Oh, cheeky. You see that? She went for the cups and then she darted back. Oh. Hey, quickly. TV's starting to cool off a bit now. But I went to the doctors, right? I went in there, right? And I said, I've got this ear infection. It's killing me. I'm in agony, right? You know what the cheeky bastard bastard said. He went, oh, is it? Right? Oh, your ears are sore, are they? I went, yeah. And he went, oh, right. How would you describe the pain? I thought, that's not my job, is it? Surely he should get out a big dusty book and go, ear infection, is it? Ear infection, and that should be the thing. Pain level, quite bad. You know, in brackets, quite bad. You know, like a sort of top trump system, you know, of medical things like that. So if your doctor does that to you, you go in and say, I'm in a lot of pain, right? And he goes, oh, how would you describe the pain? This is what you have to do. You have to go, how would I describe it? It's a moonlight evening, dark in the forest. Nothing stirs, and then, out of the moonlight, a tiny bird swoops down, its beak pecking my ear deeper and deeper, pecking, deeper, deeper. Help me, help me! I've got sparrows in my mind! You know, off and on. Anyway, listen, we should have an interval, actually. We should have a little bit of a break there so you can get a drink and get, you know, toilets as well. And you can, well, I was going to say you can go first, but all you need to do is just put your umbrella up and slowly float over everyone's head like that. Oh, you could actually go to the top bar, couldn't you? Without even, but, you know, help yourself, get yourself, you know, a pint, peanuts, anything you want. A pint and some peanuts, obviously don't get a pint of peanuts, that'd be a bit odd, wouldn't it? Excuse me, could I have a pint of peanuts? All right then. Start wandering around the bar, pint of peanuts, drink that, drink it. I'd rather not, thanks, it looks a bit dry. Drink it! Drink it! No! I will not drink it! See, the anger. The anger at somebody being forced to drink a pint of peanuts. No! It might be that, or it might have just been the sight of nuts out of context. You know, somebody might have just gone, pint glass, peanuts. Ah! Start smashing the place up. The only way to calm them down is to talk about nuts back in context, you know. Brazil's covered in chocolate and given to a pensioner at Christmas time. You know, some cheeky so-and-so sneaks up behind them, you know. Pecans, sellotape to the face of a farmer. You know, I have to rush back in. Almonds sugared up nice and given to an old lady in sheltered accommodation. Anyway, do what you have to do, and I'll see you in the second half. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to the second half of the show! Yay! Excellent. Blimey, look at you two coming in under the wire. That's what I like to say. Oh, and two coming in from that side as well. Brilliant. That wasn't choreographed, was it? You didn't go up the back and went, let's make a big entrance. Go, go, go! Or did you meet up and decide to have a race back to your seats? Wait, he's not on stage yet. Get ready, go! Oh, right. Hey, 2.9. Excellent. Maybe we could get some people in the boxes to hold up some cards like that. 1.2. Ooh, not a very high scoring round there for you, was it? 1.2. The shittest return to a seat of anyone in town. 1.2. So how was your interval? Was it good? Not really sure there. Don't know. We've got nothing to compare it against. But, It's a bit of an odd question, to be honest, Frost. Not really sure. Did nobody sneak through into the Adelphi next door to Chicago to see how good their interval was? I'll have a little look. Ha ha! Not so much as a half pint of peanuts in here. Yes. What have they got? Just singing Americans. I've not seen Chicago. That's what it is it? Singing Americans? Look at you lot. We don't know. This is the first time we've ever been to a theatre in our lives. To be honest, we're frightened just being indoors. I think so. I think it's about Chicago. Oh, blimey, you really... I hope you three weren't part of that race. Because you've really fucked that up, haven't you? Come in dressed as tortoises. I'm guessing you were next door at Chicago. Am I right? No, I didn't think so. I don't know. Has anyone seen Chicago? Oh, quite a lot of you in that section there, but chose not to tell me any information about it at all. Thanks a lot. Don't tell him anything. Just let him try and work it out. Well, I know Marty Pellow and Denise Vano, they just, you know... Is it just like loads of people trying to dance, but in a really windy environment? Just... Quite a lot of that. Oh, here it comes. Oh, I've lost me brolly. I don't know. I'm guessing. No. Is it? Really? Okay. Could you all just stare at me like I've killed a puppy? Is that possible? What's he on about? Oh, dear. How was it for you, Rochelle? It was what? It took a while to get to the bar. It was fine, yeah. Were your feet knocking against the backs of people's heads as you floated? Oh. Piss off, Rochelle! Well done, mate. That's what I like to see. You're a relaxer. That's funny. I was just going to compliment you on your relaxed attitude, your feet up on the stage like that, and his missus just went, I told you. Get your feet down. This building's hundreds of years old. You can't put your feet up on there. No, well done, mate. There's not enough lazy bastards in the front row. You know? I'm sitting there all slightly nervous, going, oh, we're in the front row, but I like what you've done. You've got, if you can get your feet up even further, please feel free to cross them and just use this unnecessary shelf that we have at the front here. Oh, that's a nice look, actually. Nice leather shoes, no socks. Class. Nice work. I'm guessing you live in the Algarve and you're visiting. Either that or you've made a lot of money in the porn industry. One of the two. Lounge lizarding around town like that with your lack of socks. Wow. Normally I'm fond of, going out sans socks, but, obviously I'm wearing a sort of a rubber slipper this evening, and that makes it very difficult, lack of socks. Quite a lot of chaffing involved there. Excellent. What do you do, mate? What's your thing? Do you work? Yeah? What? IT. All right, so this is probably the first time you've been out without... What? That's not it! Yeah, probably the first time you've been out. Yeah, it is. I've been locked in a tiny room, tapping away. Tapping and tapping. The only way I could possibly escape was to get the cables from the back of the computer and weave them in with my socks and then slowly escape. Slowly escape. And unfortunately, due to the hours of sitting on one of those ergonomic chairs, my legs have completely packed up. And I have to rest them on the front of the stage, like that. They just completely go underneath. But feel free. In fact, if you actually want to lie on the necessary shelf, that would be quite good. Imagine if I'd come back after the interval and you would just lie. Thanks, Noble, for putting this shelf in. It really is fantastic. Just wipe that up because you lot up there can see the little bit of gob on the stage. Tidy as you go. There you go. That's always important. Oh, God. So, well, I'm glad it was a good interval, all in all, and you finally got to the bar. I had a fantastic time. I don't mind telling you. It's been... Oh, that's funny, is it, up there? He's had a fantastic time. There isn't even dressing rooms back there. It just... He goes off. He's straight in the street. There's all tramps and that. Oh, yeah, I was telling you about that drug dealer in the alleyway, wasn't I? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm in this alleyway. No, I'll tell you what I was doing in the interval, actually. I'll tell you about that later. No, I was... basically, what I've been doing is... Stomp are in here, right? Do you know the Stomp fellas? The old... For those of you that don't, you're looking confused and... How many people have seen Stomp? Yeah. Oh, it was obviously great fun for you. Are you all cows? No, for those of you that haven't seen it, right? It's like this. It's toured all over the world. It's a big, fancy hit and everything. They're like, it's like drumming, like so. With dance, it's like fancy dancing, and there's some drumming. It's basically they use all bin lids and brooms and all that sort of stuff, just household objects, and they do all this percussion and stuff. And they do this thing with the brooms where they go. It really is quite good. Apparently, you're just looking at me going, that sounds shit. What, you pay to watch 2 hours of people just sweeping up? It's just bollocks, I'll hire a cleaner. No, it's meant to be very good, but what I've been doing, right, is I've got the shitty old brooms out of the cupboard in the back, and I've mixed it in with their stage brooms, right? But I've just loosened the head slightly, like that. So if you come and see Stomp when I finish, right, basically you'll see a kind of Russian roulette broom scenario. They come rushing out. Oh, I've killed a child. And somebody in the front row gets a full-on old mop head in the film. Is this part of the show? What I'd like to do, right, for start, I think it'd be quite a laugh, is I'd like to just hang around in here, right? And when they come out with their brooms, giving it all that, I'd like to just come on at the back with an electronic buffer-matic. Just maybe, you know, they're doing the percussion. I could actually just rev the buffer-matic, like actually do the melody. You know, that'd piss them off, wouldn't it? They're doing rhythm, and I'm just at the back like that. That's quite hard getting the very high note there. You have to actually push down on the buffer-matic like that so that the disc creates more friction. Or get a harder surface, you know. Go from linoleum to teak. Or just take a corner quite quickly. Like that. I went a little bit higher there, didn't you? I took it too quickly. I was showing off. I was doing a stunt. I'm fooling myself because, you know, the cable wouldn't be long enough and it would come out and it would... And then Stomp would come after me with bins, smacking me about. That'd be a good one to do. You could, when they have a big pile of bins like that and they pick them up and they're just about to do percussion, you could dress as a tramp and stagger out. That's my house! Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. larging it up. I've got quite a lot of time on my hands, to be honest with you. I'll tell you what I've been doing of late, right? This is a good one you can do. This is what I do in the daytime, right? I go into muffin shops, right? And I try and find human faces in the tops of the muffins. Yeah. It's harder than you think, you know. Yeah. I've got a real gift for it, you know. Because the blueberries throw you off, you know. It's kind of like, you know, you kind of look like that and you kind of... there's a face. Next muffin, you know. There's a face, next muffin. That's the speed I go at. I'm quite good, you know. There's a face, next muffin. There's a face, next muffin. There's a face, next muffin. There's a face, you know. I'm a bit slower when I'm doing, like, celebrity faces, you know. That's quite hard to do, you know. There's a face, next muffin, that. There's a face, next muffin. There's a face, next muffin. I did that wrong there, didn't I? I saw the face, and then I lingered, and then I went, oh, it should be, there's a face, next muffin, like that. There's a face, next muffin. That's the speed, not, there's a face. Next muffin, you know that, you know. Almost like the face reminded you of a loved one in passing. Now there is a face. Next muffin. You know. Possibly someone, you know, a recent bereavement. No, not a recent bereavement, a bereavement from a long time past, you know. You wouldn't just go, oh yeah, they died. Oh, he's dead as well. Next muffin, like you had some sort of macabre muffin-based illness. Oh yeah, there's another one dead. Or you start seeing the faces of people that will die fairly soon. Oh God. John, I've seen your face in the top of a muffin, mate. I know, yeah. I'd stay indoors for a bit. Yeah. Next muffin. Hello, this is British Telecom. We were wondering, would you be interested in your friends who are about to die represented in the tops of muffins? Service. Yes, please. 17 pence a day. Next muffin. The trick to doing celebrity muffins is, like you want to know. Yes, what is that, Ross, exactly? Yeah, we were wondering, you know, if we wanted to get into the whole muffin spotting business, you know, I mean, what would be... No, the trick to celebrities is to do celebrities that already look a bit like muffins before you start. Clever, you see. The Elephant Man. Elizabeth Taylor. You know. Steve McFadden from TV's EastEnders. You know. Look at you lot all racking your brains now going, People are reaching down for a book of who's who on TV, in brackets, that look like muffins. Be a very slender volume like that, wouldn't it? Anyone want to offer one up? Hang on, what? What? Russell Crowe. He has a certain muffin quality. I wouldn't say that to his face, to be honest. Oh, God, how cool would that be if he got asked to present an Academy Award? Oh, that'd be brilliant. That would be my ultimate dream. I'd love to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ross Noble. And I'd walk on like that and I'd go, right, hello there. I wouldn't be as nonchalant as that. All right there, yeah, whatever. Right then, hello there, right, hello. The world's most famous people, don't you worry, we'll have a cracking night. Later on, couple of strippers and a meat raffle. So... Okie dokie. Hey, I tell you what, let's give away all the shit and get partying. I'd probably be a bit more, you know, I'd be a bit cooler about it like that. Hello. I'll just pretend to be Nigel Havers. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, and some bullshit thing about cinematography or something. The people that cinematographers really are, they use light like an easel, like a... Surely they use it as a palette. No, they use it like an easel. They get light, and they have Jack Nicholson going, what is he on about? This bloke here, they use it like an easel. Yes, the cinematographer uses light like a small wine rack. Not really fully explaining what you mean. Right then, the job of a sound editor is a bit like that of a miller. In the same way that flour is gathered and put through... Just stop a second. Who is this bloke and why is he presenting an award? Hang on, I've got to give this one away. The Oscar goes to... And he's got a face like a muffin. Please, will you welcome Russell Crowe. Because they never do that, do they? They always go, the Oscar goes to... Bah! And they just say the name, but they should stick another little descriptive thing. You know, it's a missed opportunity, I think. And the Oscar goes to, he once was a postman, Tom Hanks. And everybody, yay! And they go, everybody go, was he a postman? Like that. And he'd be trying to give his speech, and everyone would go, was he a postman? People cry, go, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And they go, did Gwyneth Paltrow really used to make little China monkeys? I just want to... Are you not listening? What? Sorry, Gwyneth. We were trying to get our head around the whole Simeon porcelain business. We're not really, you know, it's confusing us, to be perfectly honest. And the Oscar goes to, he once covered himself in goose fat and ran around Lithuania. Jack Nicholson. Sorry, if you want, the rest of the show can just be me giving away bogus Oscars. Imagine that, if the whole show was the length of the Oscar ceremony, and you're all going, Jesus. How many more awards is he going to give away? Please, will you... I'll stop now. So, anyway, what was I on about? Look, none of you can remember it. We have no idea, to be perfectly honest with you, Ross. We were still thinking about Gwyneth Paltrow and the whole monkey business. Oh, dear me. Oh, that's right, I was in the alleyway with the drug dealer, wasn't I? Yeah, so what happened, right, this bloke that almost stabbed me, right, was I went into the, I was going to... I always check out alleyways, right? Wherever I am, that's what I do, right? Like I say, I look for faces in muffins. When I say, right, that I see human faces in muffins, I mean muffins that look like human faces. I don't mean actual human faces in the muffin. I don't want to frighten any of you, just going like, what kind of freak is he? You know, anyway, that's cheating. Yeah. Getting tiny kids and baking them into muffins like that, you know, a good, honest, you know, muffin-based spotter like myself standing there. There's a face, next muffin. There's somebody walks up behind me. There's a face, next muffin. There's a face, next muffin. There's a face. Jesus, you're good. Yeah, oh, yeah. Hang on a second. Hello. There's a tiny muffin child baked into the pastry. Oh, I've been rumbled. Yeah, that's how they survive. They take them from little incubators like that. And they go, where else is warm and full of air? Why, the mixture of a muffin. And place them in there, tiny little muffin children like that. And I say we start a charity to rescue these little babies and release them back into the wild. Well, just find them homes, not actually into the wild. They'll just be eaten by a deer. Go free! Oh, shit, a stag's had that one. I told you we should have just put them in someone's house. Not woodland creatures. Oh, blimey. So, I tell you what else I do. This is something else I do. I invent dances. Yeah. Hey! Okay. Are you a choreographer? Are you? Yeah, no. Excellent. You would make a shit spy, you really would. So, are you in any way a spy? No, yes, fuck. I've done it again. You'd be rubbish on an interrogation scenario. Have you got the secret microfilm that tells us where the new test jet is? No, yes, oh. This is one I invented. See what you think of this one, right? See what you think of this, right? That's not it, that's just me. It's just me limbering up. Don't turn up to the dance floors of London's fashionable West End. Just walk up to people and this will impress them. Freak. This is it, right? Here we go. See what you think. It's called the forklift. Do you want him up the top, Terry? I do that little bit just to get myself into the feeling of it. I'm using a gas-powered forklift, you know. Better than the electric. They're a little bit more free-flowing with the wheels there. That's just a bit I added there. No. I like the fact that you're quite happy to sit there in stony silence as I did that. And then as soon as I went, like that. What? Dick Van Dyke? No, that's more. Fuck's sake. Hey! That's not part of the forklift. Unless you were fighting off a young YTS lad trying to have a go. Get off! I'm in charge of the forklift. Give us a go. No, piss off. See that? He crept round the back there. Or maybe that was his mate. You get that way and grab him and go... Yeah. Do you ever wonder what happened to Billy Elliot? Imagine if it was, I'd love to see the sequel to Billy Elliot. Imagine Billy Elliot 2, where he twists his leg and ends up back in the mine. Be great, wouldn't it? Just 2 hours of the other miners ripping the piss out of him. Like that. Billy, man, you can't turn up to the mine wearing spangly pants. I'm sorry, Dad, I've let you down, but I just want to dance. Oh. How many times have I got to tell you, Billy, man, you can't go leaping in the small tunnels. You'll smack your head open and you'll bleed to death. I'm sorry, Dad, I just love to dance. Well, it's just not acceptable, you big leaping twat. But he can't help himself. He loves the spirit. He loves the dance. Every lunch break, he gets the pit ponies and teaches them dance routines. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, a 1, 2, a 1, 2. Come on, Sparky! A 1, 2, a 1, a 1. It's not easy teaching ponies to dance, it has to be said, you know, because they've got 4 legs and that's confusing, you know. You can't just get 2 lots of choreography and sellotape them together like that, you know, because they 1, 2, a 1, 2, a 1, 2. See how I'm doing it? 1, 2, that's it. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, a 1, 2. Don't 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll overstretch themselves, you know. Billy, my side is hurting. Come on, Sparky, dance, you bastard. I can't do it, Billy. I've got a sore pony side. I can't do it. Do it for me, Spock! I can't, Billy, stop, foot. Oh, Billy, I'm sorry, Sparky. I didn't mean to hit you. let me down, Billy. I got quite moving there, didn't it? That'd be a great time to just turn up late there. Somebody peeps their head through the door. I wonder what this show is. See, the most moving piece of theatre they've ever experienced. I'm sorry, Sparky. I didn't mean to let you down. You can't sneeze at a touching point like that. I've let you down. Let go! Sorry. I'm allergic to abused horses. Let you say it's happened again. I'm sorry, Sparky. They'd be at the door going, oh, my sweet God. Oh, I could cry. Obviously, the effect would be somewhat ruined when they found out that was a dancing horse. You know, that would be a bit of a fuck up, you know. Or worse still, instead of a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't, Billy. I don't stretch that far. Do it, Sparky. All right. Oh, shit. I've ripped Sparky in two. What have you done, Billy, man? You've ripped Sparky in two. You've destroyed him. You've got two halves of a severed pony. I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to. I was just trying to teach him the ways of the dance. All is not lost, Billy. Don't you worry. Give us the back end. I've got an idea. Give it to you. Look, I'm a centaur. Join me, Billy, in a cavalcade of weird, bizarre creature antics. Come on, get the front off. I don't think that's going to be very effective, to be honest with you, Dad. Essentially, just me humping half a severed pony, to be honest. Make a hell of a third film, though, wouldn't it? Billy Elliot 3, Pony Lovin'. Hey there, Billy, how's it going? Not too bad, says Sparky. Yeah, you're liking so fancy mining pony loving. Hey, let me stroke your mane. Thanks, Billy. What are you doing, Billy? Nothing, Dad. I was, it's contemporary dance. It looks a bit weird to me. I'm just, the pony, right, represents the coal industry that has been cut down so much in the past couple of years, and I represent the government, slowly but surely, humping the remnants of what is left. To be honest, Billy, it just like you, looks like you humping half a pony. Yeah, pretty much, Dad. But, you know, you've got to think of a way out of these things, haven't you? Sparky's getting a bit cold now. Oh, for God's sake, what have I done it again, have I? What, are you all part of the countryside alliance, are you? You've all travelled down early. I say, let's go to a show before we protest about fox hunting. That's appalling. He doesn't realise the country ways. I went to see contemporary dance once. Oh, God, what a waste of time that was. What happened, well, it was not their fault. I mean, it wasn't like a proper show. It was like a student production. Like, honestly, the leap between student dance and the professional, certainly the one I saw, you wouldn't, it was horrible. I made the mistake of taking my mate Tony, right, who is the most Geordie man on the face of the planet, right? And he was really pissed off because I was trying to impress this woman, and you know, I thought I'll take him along and show some culture and that. And he was well cheesed because he wanted to see Under Siege, you know, and there's a big problem there. And but Tony's brilliant, right? He's one of those blokes that just he sort of says weird stuff, and then when you go, huh? He just flicks the V's at you and leaves. It's brilliant. It's such a brilliant thing he does. He goes like, he'll show it like once. He had this shit watch, right? It was kind of like, it was like off a market or something, like, so shit, you wouldn't even got it in Argos. Do you know what I mean? That's the level of shitness to this watch, right? You know what Argos jewellery, you can actually cut a picture out and wear the picture from the catalogue. Just wear the picture from the catalogue, and that's worth more than the actual jewellery itself, you know? But he turned to me and he went, how noble. Sports watch, sports action. And I didn't see him for like a fortnight. He just... And then I said, what was all that sports watch, sports action? He went, I've never had a watch. Brilliant, you know? And they should put people like him in Parliament, do you know what I mean? They go, I'd like to ask the right honourable gentleman, we feel that, how do you feel about the whole selling arms to foreign regimes, you know, when we supply them, and then sports watch, sports action. I don't feel you're answering the question. I would like to refer the right honourable gentleman to the answer I gave some moments ago. So we went to see this show, right? And there was, it started, right? And the first dancer came out, right? Now, I'm not being rude, right? She was a slightly larger lady. You know, she was a bit, you know, of a winter warmer. You know, she was... Which is fine, don't get me wrong. I've been a fat man myself in the past, but, you know, she was taking the piss, you know. She, No, I have, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking the fat people. I've lost a bit of weight just recently, actually, on the fantastic new diet that I invented. Yeah, it's brilliant. What it was, I'll tell you what it is if you want to give it a try, right? It's basically, you're only allowed to eat foods, right? That's not it. You're only allowed to eat foods. That's a crazy idea. How does that work? Are you allowed to eat railings? No. Just foods. Are you allowed to eat a small brass representation of Thora Hird on a stairlift? No. Just foods. Are you... No, it's just foods. Chicken tikka? Yes. No, what it is, you're only allowed to eat foods, right, that contain the names of mythical winged beasts, right? It's mainly fairy cakes and angel delight, which I don't know if you've ever tried eating nothing but angel delight for like 6 months, but after a while it starts to mess with your head a little bit, you know. You start to just like, you can't actually physically take any more on. It's like, oh God, no, please, don't make me eat anymore. Oh God, please, deliver me, you know. What you can do, right, for a laugh, right, if you know somebody that's on the Slim Fast plan, right, just mix a bit of angel delight in there. Yeah, they never lose any weight. It's brilliant. It's not working. And I seem to have grown tits. But I've actually got a problem with angel delight, right? No, I have, because firstly the name, right? Angel delight, right? There it is, angel delight, right? As far as I'm concerned, that's a bit of a grandiose claim. Do you know what I mean? I've never been visited by an angel, but, you know, I'm guessing that a shitty powdered snack isn't actually enough to bring great joy to a celestial entity, you know? I mean, you know, you're there, right? Just, you're a shepherd, right? Because they're the ones that tend to be troubled the most by unwanted angel interference, you know. Oh, God, shepherds, they're all the time. You go to a shepherd bar, they're all sat around, oh, bloody angels again. You know, they have to put up anti-angel fencing in the area. It's like a perspex wall. Oh. Yeah. Barbed wire doesn't work because they just go sideways and through. So there you are, right? You're shepherding it up, right? You're just there, just tending your flocks, right? Just, you know. Yeah, that's how you tender. With a special tendering device. I don't know how it works, but it's quite difficult to control. It's got like a sort of a pistol grip thing there, and then like all notes there that you just play, and then there's like bellows there, and a cymbal on you. Like that. And an oscillating head. You can get them on QVC late at night if you... Hey, ring, 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 and get the new George Foreman sheep tenderer. And ring before midnight and we'll give you this optional baby George sheep tenderer for the little lambs, you know. And if you ring before 11, we'll give you this extra sheep plinth for raising the sheep up to a more manageable tendering level. You know, to avoid stooping and the causes of shepherd back, which can put you out of action for quite a while. Ring before 10 and we'll give you these lovely hoof guides to place the sheep in position so you don't tender them off the side. You know, how many times with the old style plinth have you placed the sheep on without guides and thump like that? Oh, I've hurt my side, Billy. Well, never again. Just send 6 in a pack for your delectation. That's right, 6 in a pack. 4 and 2 spare. That is the quality promise that these hoof guides provide. Or you can put all 6 on, have a sheep on there, and just a little sheep with its front legs, and just do 1.5. It's up to you. Or 3 chickens. Warning, do not use this device on poultry or it'll knack it and your warranty won't be covered. Don't do it, you bastard. That's a subtitle there running across the bottom of the screen. You know, just look like puppets were telling you that, wouldn't it? Hey, don't use this device on poultry under any circumstances. It's gonna cause a lot of problem if poultry is used. This is specifically for sheep thing. Yeah, you said it. How many times have we received broken agricultural equipment that is full of feathers when it was meant to be for sheep? Yeah, it just ain't on. It makes me so mad. Yeah. To be honest, I just don't like this job at all. No, me neither. Hey, how comes we got the same voice? I don't know. I sound kind of like Huggy Bear. Yeah. I'd much rather be fighting crime on the streets of New York than peddling this bullshit. Yeah, but you know, I can think of worse jobs. And what's more, it means I get to spend time with you. What? Yeah. I've always loved you. Don't be shy. I think I love you too. I'll stop there if you don't mind. One, because it was getting a bit sexy, and two, the fact that out of the corner of my eye, I could see some of you going, go on. So there you are, tending your flocks, right? And the angel of the Lord appears, right? I am the angel of the Lord. I have come to tell you about the news. There's a boy, right? The tidings about the boy who, He'd know it better than this, probably, you know. He'd probably look at the card that God gave him and went, tidings of great news about a joy. Yeah, no, I'll busk it. It'll be fine, yeah. A tide of boys are coming. No, that's fine.
Hi, I've tied a boy to... No, I haven't. The news of the world have got some boys in it. No. To be honest with you, I haven't really mastered this messaging lark. It's a bit of a shit job, to be honest. My arms are bloody knackered from all the flapping. I should use my wings. I'm a fool to myself. I've nicked a moped. That's no good. I can't get the helmet over the halo.
Have you got a message?
I've forgotten it. It's all gone to shit.
Would you like this shitty powdered snack?
Ah, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me. I'm truly delighted.
You sound a bit like that last from M people, if you don't mind me saying.
Well, I'm not. Don't go putting that about.
All right, then read off this card, then. Search for the hero and search... Read that.
I'd rather not.
Read it, you big shiny bastard!
No, okay, then. Searching for the hero inside yourself.
I bloody knew it! It's that last from M people.
Don't tell anybody.
False face. Kind of looks like miner's lamp, doesn't it?
Don't tell anybody.
What you got, miner's lamp?
Well, I'm not a real angel, and I don't shine, so what I've done is I turn this on, and I fitted a bracket to the back of my head, and I put it on there, and I turn it on, and then I stand like this. Aha! Sorted. I've got torches sellotaped to my elbows, and I've got a candle in my arse crack. I have to give the news quickly, or the hot wax runs down into my undercrackers. Quick, use that! Angel delight.
And the other thing, right, on the packet for Angel Delight, it actually says, right, it says Angel Delight, and then at the bottom it says serving suggestion, right? And there's just a picture of a bowl of Angel Delight. How retarded do they think we are? They think there's people there just going, I can't work it out. I can't. It's Angel Delight. It's not. They think there's people ripping the top off the packet and pouring milk in like that. And they're sellotaping it back up and putting it on a string. Right then, get ready. Kids, line up. Prepare for the milky bolus.
Thanks, Mum.
Anyway, the point is, this fat lass came out, right? There she was, right? Me and Tony are sat there, ready for dancing. Out she came, this big chunky woman, ready for contemporary dance, right? Now, I'm not being rude. I mean, I like the slightly larger lady. Like, I prefer those little ballerinas. I like them ones. They're good. You know, those women, those kind of... You know, the ones that look like they can't actually support the weight of their own head. But yeah, if you go backstage at the ballet, they don't have dressing rooms. There's just a big pile of spindly women like that. And it's just a bloke gathering them up like that. What is it tonight? Swan Lake? Right, lovely. Right, I'll chuck a few extra in, it's full. Right, okay. And there's a bloke, and he's got a fan, right? And he stands at the side of the stage like that. And he goes, right then, here we go. I'll just chuck a few more dancers in there. Ready with the fan. Turn on a fan. Turn it on the fans. Ready? Cue the music. Dun, 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 dun. There's another bloke blowing them back. There's a... Spinner, spin around. Oh, yeah. No one can leave, because if the door shuts, the gust of wind's enough to blow them off. And they have to turn the air conditioning off as well. That's very important. Yeah. One of those dancers gets under just a light breeze coming from the ceiling, you know.
I'm down. I'm not getting up from this one. It's too strong of a gust. And what's more, my head is actually too heavy. I'd love to see Swan Lake, actually. I'd love to. It'd be brilliant. I'd love to go just at that moment, right, when all the swans come out on the stage like that, and all the posh people are just sat there, you know, and the swans dun 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 dun, and they're all just sat there like that, totally transfixed, you know, not even putting the crisps in their mouth. And when the stage is just full of swans, I'll just be waiting like that, hiding at the back of the auditorium, right? Just pretending to be a bit pissed, right? I kick the door open, poof, and stagger down the aisle with a big bag of bread. Come on, you swan masters! So anyway, out came this big fat lass, right? Now, the problem that I had with this woman, right, was not the fact that she was dancing and that, and she was large. The fact she was dressed head to toe in silver lycra. Not a good look. To be honest, she looked like a baked potato. Yeah. A lot of people were going, ooh, culture. I was just going, ooh, coleslaw, you know. And she came out like that. Freshly buttered, right? She was... And she starts doing this. She'd stop, but keep going at the same time. Now, after about 45 minutes, that began to grate. And I could tell Tony wasn't happy. He started chuntering and I knew something was going to happen. I think, don't do anything, just please don't. And then it happened, right? He just exploded. I just looked across and Tony just went, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" Now, I've never read the dance reviews in the fancy papers, but I'm guessing that's not how they start. You know, posh people going, what does it say about the Ron Bear's latest production? Well, it says, for fuck's sake, no, should have gone seen Under Siege and got a pie. Now, obviously, it kicked off, right? The baked potato was furious. She looked like the microwave door had pinged and opened, you know. There was steam coming off her, the lot, you know. A few beans around the you know. And the entire audience turned and looked at Tony at this stage, right? I mean, and they were both pretty cheesed off. They were like that. And Tony was there, he was in the spotlight, you know, what was going to happen? You know, they were looking at him with, well, you've certainly made some interesting comments here this year. I was wondering if you could possibly follow it up with something a little bit more cohesive, you know. Oh, Tony didn't let me down. He looked at the baked potato, he looked at the audience, and he just went, these are the worst fucking strippers I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, look, that's all from me. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I'll see you again. Thank you very much. Good night. Give up for the nanny! And for that fella there, cheer.
I never finished telling you about the drug dealer. I'll just pause at this point before I tell you about that. Is there any more muffin-faced celebrities anyone to throw in? I bet a few people went, oh shit, he's gone, and I just thought of one. Any now? As this is the last night, there's no coming back, you know. Hey, you know. I'll probably be on the other side of the world. I'll be in Australia. I'll walk out on stage. I'll go, hello there, and someone will go, Beryl Reid! Uri Geller. He's got a very pointy face, Uri Geller. I think you've confused muffins and crackers. You know. I mean, I'm talking about, you know, muffins, the American ones, not the English breakfast muffin. Unless Uri Geller's got very bad skin and you'd confused it, and it was probably not. So.
Johnny Vegas.
Look, for fuck's sake. Johnny Vegas, Donkey Tramp. Donkey Tramp, did you say? What was that?
That wooden donkey.
That wooden donkey. Somebody just push a wooden donkey on. Stomp couldn't wait to get ready. The wooden donkey, what? Oh, Muffin the Mule. No, he doesn't look like a muffin. He merely has a name that has the word muffin in it. As well you know. John, that's not even it, even for fuck's sake. Right, lock the doors, we're staying all night. This is like some weird version of Kilroy, this, isn't it? I think it's John Wayne. He looked nothing like a muffin.
Peter Reid!
Peter Reid! Aye, the coach parties are in. Peter Reid! Anyway, as I was saying, I almost got stabbed by this fella, right? It was my own fault, right? Basically, what happened was, I'm in this alleyway. Like I said, I always check out the alleyways in case of triad pursuit. You know, followed by Chinese gangsters. Not an exciting new board game for all the family. Triad pursuit. Answer questions about Chinese gangland incidents. All right then, here we go. This one's for a cheese. Probably be more prawn toast, you know. Triangular Chinese food. Anyway, what sort of cleaver would you use to put in the leg of a man who had wronged your family? Is it a big cleaver? Yes, it is! Oh, hang on. All the questions, the answer is a big cleaver. So I'm in this alleyway, right? And I'm walking along like that, and this drug dealer comes up to me, right? Because he was quite bouncy, this fellow. He actually had a small trumpet. Actually, he had two next to it. He was like that. You want some drugs? He had them all the way up the alleyway as a way of escaping from the police. They'll never catch me! He was dressed as Zebedee. Hey! I'm only doing this till I can afford a roundabout and a dog and a snail. Who buys a snail? They're free. Just take one. So he comes up like that. Right. Oh, when I say trumpet, that's a small trampoline, not a lady tramp. So only wanted 30 pence for a cup of tea. So up he comes like that. All right, chase now, you chasing, you chase now, you chasing. Now what he was saying is, are you chasing, right? It's short, it's slang, clever drug speak for chasing the dragon. See? I was confused because round my way they go, would you like some crack? Clever drug speak. Right? So he's coming. You chasing me, are you? You chasing? You chasing? Now, at first, he was mumbling, right? Now, I mean, obviously, I didn't pick him up on that. That would be somewhat churlish, shouldn't it? Excuse me, dear boy, could you enunciate? How do you expect to sell any drugs? You were chasing. I thought he said, are you Jason? But what kind of way is that to flog drugs? You know, come up to somebody, excuse me, are you Jason? Yes, I am. Well, if you like my powers of deduction, you'll love my fancy drugs. I thought he'd know if I was Jason, wouldn't he? You know, because I'd either have a big hockey mask on, I'd be like, yeah, or I'd have a couple of Argonauts in tow. So, he's come up to that, he's going, you chasing me, are you? You chasing? You chasing? You chasing? Now, obviously, at that point, I thought something funny to say. I had the devil on my shoulder going, go on, say it, it'll be hilarious, go on, say it, you might die, but it'll be funny, go on, you know, and on the other shoulder, there's an angel going,
I'd quite like some pudding.
now's not the time.
Oh, all right then. My life's rubbish.
Stop that. And I'm faced with that dilemma, you know. I'm there just thinking, oh, God, you know, big laugh, might die. Ooh, you know, it's like that thing, you know, if a tree falls in the forest and there's no one there to hear it, does it still make a sound? You know. If you think of something hilarious to say to a drug dealer in the alleyway and there's no one there to laugh the tits off, will you still get stabbed? You know, it's that level of higher thinking, you know. And I'm faced there. What I should have done is I should have just gone, look, you're a very scary man. Leave me alone. I quite like to live. But I didn't, because, you know, there's something wrong with me. And he looked at me and he went, you chasing? I just went, oh, go on then. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Coming ready or not? Anyway, that really is all from me. I'll see you again. Thanks so much.
There goes noble fighting for what's right. He could be cleaning up the streets of every criminal he meets. It's unlikely, but you never know, he might. You tell them all about fighting eagle, breeding eagles, flying, falling, hedge, Tony, magic pants, and since if there's no Norwegian, man in a trance. Yes, the dairy, house, the very local craftsman getting all there. Bell ringing, roasting, abundance, guys are trying to pick a winner. There goes Noble with a message for you and me. There goes Noble, he wants all the world to see. And now forever, we should work for peace together. As long as there's nothing good on the TV. But if there wasn't, he would tell them all about sunwood flowers, single panels, jelly, steeple, dust, people, greyhounds, eyes, crystal pies, special pens, old man's hands, roses, homemade plans. Listen to the flower, leave him for an hour, platinum peg, broomstick leg, come sit by me, trapped in a keg. There goes noble like an eagle on the wing, but he can't really fly. He would surely die if he threw himself off a really high thing. But up in heaven he'd tell the angels all about exploding brakes and whistling sticks for useful tunnel, loose go funnel, and angry him, gadgets for businessmen, classical horse, dragon's claws, laser guided puppies for pizza before, tramps and dumps for colorful hump, the thirsty child steals a village palm. Oh, he's gone.